Hello, I wanted to share a quick video, my thoughts really on mental health, because I've seen a lot of posts, maybe you have too, on Facebook about mental health awareness day, week, and people sharing, that they want the awareness out there. And of course that is fantastic because we all suffer with mental disease of some degree at some point or at many points throughout our lives. But I want to really focus on mental health. Now, stress and anxiety are huge factors in all of our lives, and they really occur when, they can be triggered by major life events, certainly. And they can also be triggered very easily when we come out of alignment within ourselves. And what I mean by that is that we really forget who we are, what we're about. We forget our truth. We come out of ourselves and we start grasping and looking for solutions outside of ourselves to fill this desperate need to really feel connected. When we're connected, when we're aligned, we are in the perfect state of mental wellness, of health. But it's very easy to slip out of alignment. Now, I'd like to speak about this from both a personal angle, because of course, like anyone else, I've suffered anxiety. I know what that feels like. I've also had 2 or 3 periods in my life where I've also been told I was depressed and given medication, and this was some years ago. The first time really of which was when I was about 17, and I was really finding myself and finding that difficult, and in the sixth form, and just not really, I was kind of going through the motions and not really seeing the point of it all, and conforming to something. And I just didn't really understand it at the time. I just felt low and I kind of lost my mojo. And now I understand that that was me kind of being squashed in a way, kind of suppressed, which is what I think a lot of depression is. It's actually suppression. Fortunately for me, I've never carried with me, oh, I'm mentally ill or I have depression. It's something that I've worked through, and I feel that I'm in a very healthy, mentally healthy place. But obviously things occur in our lives that can trigger different levels of anxiety. And I want to also speak to you on a personal level about how situations don't actually need to throw us out of alignment if we keep centered. Excuse me. So, big factors in our lives, things like the death of our loved ones, illnesses, job losses, marriage breakdowns or relationship breakdowns are all big stressy factors. And something that my husband and I have been touched by lately is my husband's redundancy. Now, probably years ago, this situation would have really stressed me out. But basically, when we come out of alignment, it's because we're no longer in touch with reality. And so at the end of August, John took redundancy from a job that he's been in for a long time. So he's been there 17 years, but for the last 25 years, he's been getting up and getting on the train every morning early. And it's just been this ongoing thing that he did. And that's been fine. But I remember him saying, my job's moving up to Manchester. I'm going to be made redundant. Inside, there was this knowing, and I thought, yes. So this knowing stems from this place here, this intelligence. And it doesn't come from here. Up here, if I was living up here, I would have thought, oh my God, what are we going to do? We'll probably lose our home, which we love. We'll probably lose it, and how are we going to survive, and what are we going to do, and oh, I'll have to go and get a full-time job, all of those things. But fortunately, the way that I've handled this situation is by being really in touch with reality, and instead of focusing on loss or lack or fear, I've really managed to focus on what is real. What is real? Actually, John's got some time off. He's managed to step off of this hamster wheel. He's got some time out. He's got some breathing space. And what I had in mind was, wouldn't it be brilliant if he just had a couple of months of no work where, we could just do some stuff around the house and we could have some time out, and wouldn't that be great to really step back and take a breather? And I've really hung on to that through, the lengthy job applications and this drudging kind of process of applying for jobs and not getting any feedback, and the mind wants to attach to all of that. The mind wants to be in fear mode, and also other people around us fearing and not attaching to that, because the reality is John took redundancy. We have some breathing space financially. We've got several months of our bills being paid. He's at home with me. Isn't that lovely? We're doing, some cool stuff and getting things done around the home and spending more time together and going out for lunch if we want to. And that's brilliant. And our bills are being paid. Lucky us. I've really hung on to that because that is the reality. And of course, our bills need to be paid and John needs to get a job, and between us, we need to sort that. But this has kept me fine. It's kept me, I haven't lost sleep. I haven't got upset. I haven't felt anxious. I haven't felt stressed. Now, the reason for that is not because I'm different from anybody else or my mind works differently from anyone else's. The fact is that through living mindfully, which means practicing daily meditation, which means just coming back to, today I feel this, today I know this, today I know this is important, what's real, what can I change, what do I need to release. Just a very simple process every day has kept me in alignment, has kept me in reality. And I've also focused on this, wouldn't it be great to have a 2-month breather? So I'm putting my desires, my wishes out there. Wouldn't it be great to have a couple of months of breathing space? Now, it's great that I'm able to share this with you today, because last night John got a job offer. It was his first interview. It went really well. He's got offered the job and he starts on the 31st of October. He finished on the 31st of August. So we've had exactly 2 months breathing space. Fantastic. Thank you, universe. It's actually what we created. But we've stayed in alignment. Now, if you are feeling stressed, if you're grasping, if you're anxious, it's because you are either attached to the past or you are fearful of the future. You're not actually based in reality. And I have dedicated my life. I dedicate my life to this because I want balance in my life. I want peace. I want connection. I want well-being for me and my family and for anyone who cares to join me. And if you're not in that space and you would like some help with that, then I reach out my hand to you. Because if my life's work is about creating balance for me, it means that I can then help others to do the same. And that is my joy. So from my heart to yours, I do hope that you're in a place of mental health and well-being and alignment. But if you're struggling, then please do reach out, because whatever's going on around you, if you are connected, if you are aligned, then actually all is well, and I would love for you to experience that. So I send you a big hug, I send you a ton of love, and do reach out if you feel the need. Bye for now.